Well, okay, somebody is pulling in there now. Man.
Hi, I'm Cliff, and this is my garage. And if this is your first time joining me, thanks for dropping by. Let's face it, going to a truck stop and using a CAT certified scale is a bit intimidating. Nobody wants to roll in there and look like an idiot trying to figure out how to use one. So, today, I'm going to show you my first attempt to ever use a CAT scale and just how easy it was. The reason I needed to use the scale is that I've gotten a new, to me, enclosed trailer to transport my Porsche Cayman to track events. I've also gotten a new, to me, Ford F-150 to use as my tow vehicle. During my first trip to Carolina Motorsports Park, I was experiencing trailer sway to the point that I couldn't go over about 60 miles an hour. Now, trailer sway can be caused by multiple things, but lack of enough weight on the hitch or tongue weight is the most common. Your tongue weight should be about 10 to 15% of your trailer's gross weight. According to the title, my trailer weighs 3,500 pounds, and I know that my Porsche weighs right around 3,200 pounds. I figured there was about 300 pounds of equipment and tools that I take with me, so my guess was that the fully loaded trailer should weigh around 7,000 pounds. The problem was, I really had no way to actually verify that guess or to measure the tongue weight. I had just returned from CMP and the trailer was loaded with my usual track weekend stuff. So after a bit of research, I headed to the nearest CAT scale.
Okay, so here we are. We're approaching the closest CAT scale to my house, which is at this Love's station. And you can use the CAT app to find your nearest one, and it'll even offer to open up the address in your favorite navigation app, whatever you've got installed on your camera. Now, there are two separate CAT apps. One is to find a CAT scale, and the other one is to use a CAT scale. So make sure you get both of them. So we'll pull around and back here to the trucks area and where the scale's at. And I'm hoping that there's no line, it's not in use, so that I don't have to feel rushed in order to get this done. It's supposed to be back here. I see it. And, well, okay, somebody is pulling in there now. Man. Okay, that's fine. We'll just park here and wait. Boy, I'm not sure where I'm going to put the trailer while I wait just the truck.
I decided to head over to the truck stop in the afternoon. I figured that at 3 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, the truck stop wouldn't be all that busy. The truckers would be out on the road doing their trucker thing. Boy, was I wrong. The place was jam-packed. So be aware of this and know that you might have to make 2 trips to weigh your truck and trailer and then your truck alone.
We'll stay here, we'll wait our turn. I mean, he should be able to be done pretty quick. Hoping nobody comes in behind me so that I can let's see here. Looking at the app here. Get to home. Oh, okay, he is done already. Alright, weigh my truck app. There's nobody coming in behind me, so I can kind of fiddle around with this a minute. Okay, weigh. Okay, bring up the app and get it ready. And so now we pull on, and you can see the multiple pads. The idea here is we got to put the front axle onto the front pad, the back axle of the truck onto the back pad, and then the trailer axles on the third pad. And coming up here, getting near this thing here, there's nobody behind me, so I'm going to hop out and hopefully grab some quick video here. So let me hop out and just make sure I'm aligned and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so there we are set up. Front wheel on that pad, rear wheel on that pad, and the trailer axles just barely on that pad. All right, back in the truck, and go back to the weigh my truck, and I need to put in this location number. I'll do that. 3387. Yep. All right. I will confirm that. It autofill for my profile. I say next. Weigh fee $13.50. And accept. Starting the weigh request. Verifying. Do not pull off scale. There we go. Steer axle, drive axle, trailer axle. That's exactly what we want. Now I need to go unhook the trailer and come back with just the truck. All right, after quite a bit of searching, I found a spot that I could get the trailer into and unhook it. I had to back it into the place, which I really didn't want to do. I wanted to just pull through and drop it, but oh well, I dealt with it. So we're coming back to the scale again, and we're going to redo the process. Supposedly there is a way to do a reweigh instead of doing whole thing full price, but let's just see. All right, so I am done with that one. I will enter the scale number again, 3387, confirm. There we go, reweigh. I like it because it's a whole lot less expensive apparently. All right, we reweigh. That's kind of hard to say. Reweigh fee, only $4. I like that a lot. And we accept. Starting weigh request, same process. Verifying the information. Finalizing processing. And there we go. So our gross weight of the truck alone is 5920. We are done. All right, we got all the information we need. We'll head back, pick up our trailer, and go home.
A few things I should note on the process. One, you need to download and configure the Weigh My Truck app ahead of time to set up your truck and trailer names, as well as setting up a credit card for payment. Two, you don't have to use the app. You can instead use the intercom that's on the scale and have the attendant do the weighing process, and then you go inside to pay and get your printed weight ticket. However, using the app is so much simpler that unless you just don't have a smartphone, I can't imagine not using the app. 3, don't skip weighing the truck separately. I know it's tempting to just go with a curb weight you find on the internet, but it's not to be trusted. Every reference I found said that the curb weight of my truck was 5,300 pounds or less, which would be 440 pounds or more under the actual curb weight. And finally, I don't know exactly how CAT determines whether you get to do a reweigh or not. I'm guessing it's when you're at the same scale within some amount of time, but I have no idea what that time limit is. My two weighings were only 8 minutes apart. Now, what do you do with these numbers? Well, the steer and drive axle weights are not needed. All you need are the two gross weights and the trailer axle weight. Take the gross weight of the truck and trailer together and subtract the gross weight of the truck alone to get the weight of the trailer. In my case, that's 12,960 minus 5,920, which means that my loaded trailer weighs 7,040 pounds. If you recall, my guess was 7,000 pounds, so pretty close. Now, take that trailer weight and subtract the trailer axle weight. For my trailer, that's 7,040 pounds minus 6,540 pounds, which is exactly 500 pounds. If the trailer weighs 7,040 pounds and only 6,540 is on the axles, that means that the other 500 pounds is on the hitch. In other words, that's the tongue weight. So our final result is that it appears the reason I'm getting trailer sway is probably because I don't have enough tongue weight. If you'll recall, we want between 10 and 15% of the trailer's gross weight on the tongue. Now, in my case, that means roughly 700 to 1,000 pounds of tongue weight. 500 pounds is way too low. So it looks like I'll have to take and shift my track car forward in the trailer by a couple of feet. That also means installing a new set of tie-down points, but that's really pretty easy. Now, let's say you don't live anywhere near a certified CAT scale, or you don't want to pay for multiple weighings as you adjust your load to get a good tongue weight. There are a couple of alternatives to using a CAT scale, and I'm going to use and compare them against the CAT scale results in another video that'll be out in a week or two. Now, stop. If you've made it this far, you must be finding this video helpful. So please go smack that like button. That is the best thing you can do to help me grow the channel. And if you're not one of my subscribers yet, click that big shiny red subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing, and your children will admire you for it. And finally, make sure you ring that bell icon. That turns on notifications for this channel, and that way YouTube will let you know when I post new videos like the one I just mentioned from here in Cliff's Garage. I'll see you next time.